What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Addicted to Madden channel. Got some Bills gameplay for you, and almost done with my my goal of getting a game with every team. The Bills, I don't think I've seen anybody use the Bills at all. Start the game off pretty well with a, he's using the Dolphins and running the ball with Ryan Tannehill and fumbles it. I make a bad read on the read option right there, and that right there was a near pick. It's 3rd and 18, and throw it over the middle to Williams. And then, basically with this right here, I mean, I should have thrown it to the wide receiver because he was wide open. Probably could have gotten a touchdown. But since he's the one that started with the ball, I would be fine with just a field goal here. So I'm not going to do anything stupid by trying to force a pass or anything like that. So I'm happy to get the field goal here. I'm gonna be getting the ball at the half anyways. So, and this player was very good actually. This was probably one of the best players I've played this year. He did a lot of scrambling out of the pocket. Was able to make a lot of stuff happen. Just by running out of the pocket and then finding people. He had really good vision. This was a really tough opponent. So I've got my hands full with this guy. So with the quarter coming down at the first quarter, just about a minute left, he's gonna pretty much just trying to drive out, and that right there, that should never, I feel like that should have been picked off. I remember picking the defender, and then I tried to I know I was pressing the triangle button to pick the ball off, but I got no response. Like, nothing happened at all. He didn't even raise his hands. And so he ends up getting that reception. He ends up getting that touchdown there. Like, that was just really good. Really good field vision, because I thought everybody was covered. With in the red zone, deep in the red zone, with 8 people with an 8-man zone going, you figured that there would be no open spots, and somehow somebody still got open. So I was having a tough time making anything work against this guy. So I have to end up punting it off to him, and then just hoping I could stop him, hoping that he doesn't do what he was doing before. So he's he had a very balanced offense. He would run it, he'd pass it. He was very unpredictable. But I guess the only one constant thing is he loved scrambling outside. And on that 3rd and 1, I ran committed in. I thought he was just going to try to run up the middle, and he ended up guessing right and just tossed it outside and got the touchdown there. So it's 14-3. Halfway through the second quarter, I want to at least get something here. I get the deep pass there to Watkins. I'm surprised they gave that to me, because that was against Grimes, who's one of the top corners in the league. And I'm surprised that wasn't even, if that had been picked off, I wouldn't have been surprised. They actually, for them to give the matchup, for a rookie wide receiver to win that matchup on that play against a good veteran, top corner, was surprising to me. But they gave it to me. I'll take it. And just doing the normal read option stuff I like to do, and he was pretty good at figuring that stuff out. But get the nice pass there, I convert the 3rd down, and he ends up getting an encroachment call. But I went ahead and just punched it in anyway. So now at the end of the half, I kick it off to him, and then I give up my first kick return for a touchdown here. And by cutting the lead to 14-10, I felt relieved because I was getting the ball back. But then now that he gets that to end the half, now it's like even if I score here, I'm still down. So I'm not giving up, but my confidence was pretty low at this point. Trying to deep rocket catch there to Watkins, I couldn't get it. And just things weren't really going my way. He had a lot to do with that. He had a very good defense. He just seemed to know where I wanted to go, as if he'd played me before, but he hasn't, so I go for it on 4th there, and I get it. I felt, at this point, I'm in desperation mode. I'm down by 2 touchdowns. I can't afford to punt, especially against this guy who I had no confidence that I could stop. So this ends up happening. He ends up doing the same thing that I did. He ran committed in. It was 3rd and 1. He ran committed in, and I tossed it outside, gave him a piece of his own medicine. So it's 21-17. I make one defensive adjustment here. I normally, at this point, early in the year, I used to rush 4 and drop 7 into a zone. That eventually switched that up to rushing 3 and dropping 8. But early in this game, he was carving that up like it was nothing, so I switched that. So I ended up rushing 2 and dropping 9 in coverage. And so I titled this, and I get the user pick there. That seemed to really affect him. He was not the same player when I started doing that. Just simply dropping one more guy into coverage somehow seemed to affect him. He took his corner out of coverage there, so that was a wide open touchdown. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but I get the touchdown and I get the lead. I'm up 24-21 now. I titled this game, "Is it F.A.G?" And of course, people that have been playing Madden for a while, they know F.A.G. F.A.G means you know, 4th and goal, which is a kind of, and I think that originated from, you know, people playing, you know, the kind of coverage where you would just drop pretty much everyone in coverage, or you might have one pass rusher and have everyone else in coverage, and you know, that way it would be very hard for the guy to pass on. That's what I decided. You know, now by rushing 2 guys, I don't know if that's considered F.A.G either. I'm not sure if it is, because there are some plays in the game that are by design only send 2 pass rushers, and so if it is, you know, F.A.G to have only 2 pass rushers, well then that means that there are certain plays that are F.A.G by design, you know, and so what are you gonna do? But you know, normally when I think of F.A.G, I think of 1 pass rusher and 1 spy, but then by having the 1 spy, that's still 2 people that's committed to the quarterback, just like having 2 pass rushers is 2 people committed to the quarterback. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not the kind, I don't do the normal version of, you know, the F.A.G, the whole, like, you know, sending either just 1 rusher or no rushers, or 1 rusher and a spy. I don't do that. You know, yeah, but I will do this 2 pass rusher thing. You know, I will send the edge guys and drop everyone else in coverage, especially if that works. And it was working against this guy. Ever since I changed that, he hasn't scored yet. You know, we're at the end of the game here. I managed to, you know, get some scores on him and have the lead. And ever since I changed that defense, he's done nothing. He's ran out of the pocket like he always does, but he has not been able to do anything. And so, you know, with just 8 seconds to go, he ends up throwing the ball to a guy that went out of bounds. So that play right there, I mean, even though that was an incomplete pass, I mean, even if he would have caught it, it wouldn't have mattered. So he has to basically just go. He has no timeouts left. He basically just has to throw a Hail Mary, and from all the way back to the 12-yard line, he's not going to be able to get all the way down the field. So I end up winning this game. This was a very, very satisfying win, because this guy was really, really good. This guy was better than me, I would say. You know, if we played each other 10 times, he would win probably 6 or 7 times, I think. I mean, this guy was really good, but he couldn't handle the 2-man rush, the 2 pass rush defense, you know. And again, I don't know if that's F.A.G or not, but anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.